The Pacific Northwest, such a beautiful place to live. We are renowned for our beautiful sights from sea to sky. People from all over the world flock to come see our beautiful sights. British Columbia. This is where I rest my head and is part of the great scenery and a central hub of jobs for people who live here. Four-fifths of our economy is dependent on the basis that people from all over the world, as well as people who live here, will be able to enjoy something that is free. This is nature. In this beauty, there's an impending cloud of darkness that surrounds not only where I live, but the whole world: climate change. Worldwide emissions are eventually going to result in a lot of negative effects for the areas of where I live. This is not an underdeveloped country that we're talking about either. This is North America. The rising of the waters will result in the risk of flooding, extreme precipitation, higher peak river flows, river sea level rise, and flood events. This is a direct effect of climate change. The indirect effect involves food security abroad and at home. Production shocks and rising food prices abroad will affect food prices at home due to our imports of their commodities. We can conquer climate change. A good way is in mitigation strategies. Not only should federal but provincial governments be responsible for what happens by climate change. Lawmakers should implement talks to industries about green productions, especially energy and product transportation. Smaller businesses should follow suit as the government monitors these emissions that get put out there and agree with the mandate set by the UNFCCC. This seems like way too much at one time, but for the everyday person, there are steps that every resident can take so that we can safely mitigate climate change's negative effects. Since energy and transportation are two major reasons, so why don't we start there? Let's ride our bikes to work and turn off lights when we're not using it. These are very simple things that will go a long way. This seems more like a lawmaker's problem. They need to convince and implement certain laws that will convince the public that climate change is something to think about and change. Until then, I will do what I can by not leaving the lights on, turning off the water, and cycling to work.